This is Coffee with God, and I am Father Jose. Let us begin this day with the Word of God and a short reflection.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke, chapter 21, verses 20 to 28. Passage is taken from the Message version of the Bible. When you see soldiers camped all around Jerusalem, then you will know that she is about to be devastated. If you are living in Judea at the time, run for the hills. If you're in the city, get out quickly. If you're out in the fields, don't go home to get your coat. This is Vengeance Day. Everything written about it will come to a head. Pregnant and nursing mothers will have it especially hard. Incredible misery. Torrential rage. People dropping like flies. People dragged off to prisons. Jerusalem under the boots of barbarians until the nation finished what was given them to do. It will seem like all hell has broken loose. Sun, moon, stars, earth, sea. In an uproar, and everyone all over the world in a panic. The wind knocked out of them by the thread of doom, the powers that be quacking. And then they will see the Son of Man welcome in grand style, a glorious welcome. When all this starts to happen, up on your feet, stand tall, with your heads high. Help us on the way. The Gospel of the Lord.
Reflections on the Holy Gospel according to St. Luke, chapter 21, verses 20 to 28. At first glance, the words of Jesus would seem contradictory. He had promised the disciples that God would put the appropriate words in their mouths when they were taken before the courts or the synagogues. But in today's passage, Jesus recommends they flee from the city and take refuge in the mountains when their city is besieged. Historical notes from the first century records that the siege of Jerusalem was an immediate result of an armed revolt against the Romans by the Zealots. But many Christians living in the city did not join the Zealots and refused to choose violence or take up arms against the Romans. Instead, they fled to the hills to avoid the Roman assault. Their non-violent stance and faith in Jesus meant that all hated them. The city was totally destroyed and the temple was burned down. When Luke wrote his gospel, it was already 10 to 20 years after the destruction of the temple, and the author could very well relate the prophecy of Jesus with the actual development of the events. The apocalyptic language that Jesus uses about the Son of Man coming in the cloud is something he picks up from the chapter 7 of the book of Daniel. Then they will see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. By the time Luke wrote his gospel, Christians had come to a profound realization that the Son of Man of the prophecy of Daniel was Christ himself, who had overcome torture and death and now comes in clouds with power and great glory. The struggles and pains of our daily lives must be seen as opportunities to bear witness to Christ and become fully human like Him. The gospel invites us to watch out and to be vigilant so that we do not miss those opportunities to receive the Son of Man. Our call and destiny are to grow into alter Christus, another Christ, to actualize our God-given capabilities to trust, love, and forgive. Be on alert so that we do not miss out on those opportunities. The Christian martyrs were examples in our mission of becoming another Christ. The martyrs of Vietnam, St. Andrew Dung Lac and his companions, 117 people who were martyred in Vietnam between 1820 and 1862, give us an example of courageous witnessing to God's love, even in the face of dreadful tortures. They were all canonized by Pope St. John Paul II on 19th June 1988. Despite persecution, the lives of the martyrs invite us to respond to hatred with love and an offense with forgiveness. May the Virgin Mary, through her maternal intercession, sustain our daily journey of faith, following the Lord who guides our history.